In the dorms after class.
Sits down with a cold drink and sighs. Ugh, today's lesson was rough.
Yeah, but at least we get to have a half day because of it. Indeed. We'll get to enjoy a relaxing evening.
By the way, how is it now that you don't get nauseous when you use your quirk? Caro sips from her drink. It's actually really nice. Pops into existence. What, pray tell, has just occurred? Sighs. Hello. Sorry about this. My quirk side effect brought you temporarily from your world into this one. So I have been kidnapped?
I guess you could see it as an accidental kidnapping. Trying to see this from her perspective.
Alright. Then let me calculate the fee for my kidnapping. I'll make sure to include the discount as it is accidental. Fee? Yes, I charge for the amount of time I lose based off of my kidnappings.
You charge your kidnappers a fee? Wondering how she has the audacity to do that.
Yes. Now how long will I be staying here? I believe about 6 hours or so. Perfect. Including the discount, my fee for this kidnapping will be a modest $600,000. I do take cash or credit. Is something wrong? How can you call that a modest amount? Well, it is a rather small amount of money. No, it's not. Suddenly realizes something. Wait a second. Are you rich? Well, if you consider a passive income of about 1.1 million a day rich, then I would surmise that the term rich would be correct. 1.1 million.
That's an insane level of income. Yes, it is.
How are you making so much? Caro. Well, my family owns the rights to the base code for all computers. So it stands to reason that any and all companies that make and produce computers have to pay us royalties. Huh?
Walks up. Oh hey guys. Notices AU Uraraka. Oh cool. You must be an AU. Holds his hand out. It's nice to meet you.
Stands there staring at Kaminari. Blinks. Greetings, and what, pray tell, is your name?
Dots of people that are getting an uneasy feeling. Kaminari, Denki Kaminari. And unless you go by something else where you're from, I'm guessing you're Ochako Uraraka, correct?
That would be correct. Dots of shocked girls.
Cool. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Lee likewise.
Turns to Midoriya. Mito bro, can I borrow your notes from yesterday's lesson? Huh? Sure. Hands him his class notebook. Here. Takes the book. Thanks bro, you're a lifesaver. Walks away.
Watches Kaminari walk away. Who was that? Kaminari. I know his name, I was asking for more information about him.
Raises his eyebrow. Why?
Oh no. Because I think I want him. Blushing. Facepalms. No. Just no. Kaminari is not smart, is easily influenced, and a perv. Room to grow. As for the perverted part, I doubt that will be much of an issue. You can't be serious. Slowly grins as an idea forms. Get me a date with him and I will completely forget about the money you owe me for the kidnapping.
Or we could just wait out the 6 hours and just not have to deal with it.
I will spend all of my finances to find a way to break the barrier between our worlds and take over your reality if you don't get me that date. Downcast face with sweat. I mean, I doubt it could be that much, right? Pulls out a piece of paper and hands it to Ida.
That's more money than most nations.
What?
Shocked Izuku face.
Somehow saw this coming, Sue face. I can and have bought entire countries. Do you really want to test if my thread is hollow? Looks to the rest of the Deku squad. So, we're kidnapping Kaminari to save the world, right?
Doesn't like how this sounds. I guess.
I like this world, it's where I keep my stuff. So yes. Karo.
I twitches. Sometime you have to be the villain in order to be the hero.
Happy smile, that's glad her threat worked. Excellent. I expect he will be ready in, 20 minutes. Gets up and bolts off in the direction Kaminari went off in.
Follows original Uraraka.
Spots Kaminari and runs up to him. Kaminari.
Shocked and afraid. What did I do?
You, date, now.
Confused. Wait, what?
Uses her quirk on him, and starts pulling him through the air. No time to explain, we have 10 minutes to get you ready.
Getting dragged along. Ready for what?
Your date with a rich bitch.
Even more confused. What? Finally catches up. Good, you found Kaminari, now what do we do?
Ida, go get Kaminari's tux. Midoriya, go find a good place to eat. So you're gonna help me get Kaminari trained as quick as possible.
Roger that. Speeds off in another direction. I'll see what I can do. Stops and starts searching up restaurant locations.
Are we really gonna have enough time to help him? He only needs to be able to fake it for a few hours, we'll manage.
Upset and bewildered Kaminari. Will someone please explain why I'm being kidnapped?
I'll explain while you're getting ready. Karo.
Several minutes later, after some rushed training and rough explanations.
Walking Kaminari back to the common room. Okay, just relax and remember what we taught you, okay?
Sighs. I don't know about this, but okay. It will be fine, and do not worry, we will be shadowing you to make sure everything works out. That just makes me more anxious. Downcast face. I kind of agree with Kaminari, if she wants to date him, let him be himself.
And risk being invaded by a whole other world?
Sighs. Alright already. But don't say I wasn't opposed to this plan.
We won't.
They all enter the common room, and find AU Uraraka having tea with Momo.
That's quite interesting, so how do you manage the differential? Wouldn't leaving it up in the air like that lead to a net loss? Not especially, remember other businesses are trying to gain money as well. So they. Sorry for interrupting. Oh no, you're fine. Yes, it's quite alright. You're exactly on time, in fact.
Hey Momo, hello Uraraka.
Greetings. Is there a reason you are dressed up, Kaminari? Gets up and examines Kaminari's outfit. Not bad if you were going to a banquet or similar function.
Thank you.
Whispering to Izuku. See, what did I say? Rips his vest off, then pulls the tie away and throws it to the ground. But if we're going out, I want you to look as you did when we met. Rough and adorable. Rips his shirt sleeves off. Looking on in shock.
Whispers back to her. I told you.
Excuse me for a moment, but what is going on? And why are you ripping my classmate's clothes apart and off of him?
She wanted a date with Kaminari and we were persuaded into obliging.
I see. Then here's what should be done. Midoriya, cancel any reservations you made, and Kaminari just act as you normally would. Ida, I'll give you the money to buy Kaminari a new formal suit. Go to the tailor at this address and tell him it's a suit for Electric Hat. He'll understand. Hands Ida a card and money. Points at Midoriya, Uraraka, and Sue. Meanwhile, you three, come with me. We have homework to do. What? Wraps herself on Kaminari's bare arm. Come along, Kami, we have a date to get to and not a lot of time to have it.
Gets dragged out of the dorms by AU Uraraka.
Well, that could end either very good or very bad. Yeah, Momo. Why? Because you don't understand what she wants. You may be the same person, but you come from different worlds, in more than one sense of the word. If AU Uraraka wants to try dating Kaminari for a few hours, let her. She threatened to invade the world if she didn't get a date with him. And? She was born a businesswoman, intimidation tactics are built into her from a young age. Besides, it's next to impossible to match the necessary harmonics of one universe to another without some trace sample from both. ...
Of people not sure they heard that right, and or understand.
What? Size. Basically, even if she wanted to connect our world and hers, it would be like trying to find two very specific water molecules out the entirety of all of Earth's oceans. She was putting on a facade.
Oh, that makes sense.
She tricked us. I tricked myself. Save the internal morale struggle for later. For now we have a date to spy on. Gives a conspiratorial wink. Thoughtful Sue face. But weren't you going to make us do homework? Nope. I just wanted to make sure AU Uraraka wasn't suspicious. And that Kaminari would act normal. For himself, that is. Who are you and what have you done with Yamomo? Hey, I never got my tea from the last AU Uraraka. So I'm just going to have to settle for Kamirara, especially since there's likely not going to be any chance for Yaoyura in the near future. Looking at Momo as though she's lost her mind. What? You've been having tea with Mina, haven't you? Karo. Has no shame. That would be correct.
Faces of boys that don't quite understand tea, or how Mina indoctrinates others into tea.
You're just going to use my AUs for tea now, aren't you? Smiling Momo face. Now off we go. Leads them out of the dorms.
After some searching.
I found them. Karo. Spots them over at a cafe. Oh God, Kaminari no. Shushes her, then makes a listening device. We need to keep our distance. This should allow us to listen in on what they are talking about.
Questioning Izuku face. Yaoirozu, how and why do you know how to make that?
You live like I do, and you pick up some skills that are essential for surviving. Hands them all an earpiece. Let's drink our tea. Puts the earpiece in her ear. I'll never understand rich people. Makes shush face. Tea time has begun.
Listening intensely. I just hope this goes well. Nods.
I think I'm hearing something.
So yeah, that's why this is my favorite place to visit.
He was talking about the cafe? Wow, this place must mean a lot to you.
It does.
Now I'm curious why this place is important. Questioning Uraraka face. So Kami.
Yes.
What is your favorite activity? Showing interest in his hobbies, basic but a good tactic. Yeah, I just hope.
Mostly I like to watch female sports broadcasts.
That he doesn't say something stupid. Downcast disappointed face. Female sports?
Yeah, it's always fun to cheer on my favorite sports team.
Is there a reason you prefer female sports over male sports? Oh no, that's the last thing she should have asked. Face that knows this is going to take a bad turn.
Well, it's sexier is all.
Faces of women that knew what he was going to say, and don't like it. How exactly is it sexier? Why is she helping him dig a bigger hole? I don't know.
Well, it's because they're professionals.
Professionals?
Yeah, despite the fact society is stacked against them, they became professionals in their field.
Huh? What the heck is he talking about? I wish I knew.
Really? It's pretty obvious.
It is? Karo. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Kami.
Well, to me, a strong-willed woman is sexy. And it takes both a lot of luck and really strong will to become, and be considered, a professional. Especially, when women in this world are put at a disadvantage because of society and its views. ...
of confused women.
I have to say, I can see where he is coming from. Yeah.
So the success they have obtained is part of what allures you?
Well, I guess that's how some people might see it. But really, it's not about the success. Take all the girls in UA as an example. Each and every one of them is someone I consider sexy, yet they technically haven't become successful heroes yet. But they will. I know they will because they are strong.
Have we ever actually considered why Kaminari thought we were attractive before? No, I never considered the reason before. Well, he does hang out with me neta, so we may have just assumed. Karo.
Maybe this is a good chance for you to get a bit of a better understanding of him. Yeah, I'll admit to that. I mean, most of my classmates has a body to die for.
Annoyed face. Still the same Kaminari. Yep.
But, that's also part of why I think they shouldn't be as reserved as they are sometimes.
Ugh. Slightly annoyed Momo. Clarify, please.
Well, if they showed off a bit more, they would draw a little more attention. It may or may not be the right kind of attention. But then they could actually use that attention to demonstrate just how capable and strong they really are to more people.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, you don't mean for them to show off their bodies, just their skills. You want them to be able to demonstrate their abilities better while not having to worry about appearances as much, correct?
I'm not fully sure that's correct, but there is a good way I can sum it up. I think a decent example would be Midnight Sensei. She is considered the most sexual hero out there, but a lot of her real fans will also tell you just how underrated she is as a hero. After all, she's the only hero that has a zero lethality, or even severe injury rate in the recent hero era.
Wait, what? Midnight has never caused a severe injury before?
Yeah. You girls didn't know that?
Shakes her head. No.
Even I didn't know that.
Really? But isn't it unavoidable that she hurts someone?
Normally, yes. But Midnight did what was thought to be impossible. She fought for years and, at worst, only ever left her enemies bruised. Granted, her quirk was heavily contributing to that. But it still required a lot of skill to pull off. I tried looking into it once, but there's and I mean very few heroes in all of history that can claim to have done that. Maybe a handful at best.
Doesn't her sex appeal prevent people from learning about this fact? Hey, she does have a point. Yes, she does. If it weren't for that, Midnight would be far more famous. Actually, I think I disagree here. Huh? Confused Uraraka face.
While I can't dispute that you are right that her sex appeal is a deterrent for some people learning about that fact, it's also her sex appeal that has helped her get more attention and rise in popularity, which actually allowed her to take on more challenging missions, and really prove she earned that achievement. You see, heroes, unless they are a part of an agency or are nearby when an incident occurs, are only able to take on more difficult missions when they have a higher popularity ranking. Midnight's sex appeal actually made her rise in popularity, and in turn raised her ranking, which allowed her to complete challenging missions that had high fatality expectations without even severe injuries occurring, which a lot of the people in the past can't necessarily claim.
And that's why I disagreed. Karo. I think you make some half-decent arguments there. But there are still going to be some people who disagree with you. Maybe even hate you just for saying this.
Shrugs. There are always going to be people with different views because of their experiences with the world. I just did my best to answer your questions based off of my view, which no matter how hard I attempt to make it unbiased, it always will be. Nods. He's right, there really is never an unbiased opinion or belief.
Yes. I'm starting to realize Kaminari is just too trying to find the right word. Blunt, I guess. Smiles. I knew my instincts were right. They never fail to tell me when I will be interested in someone. And despite the quick and simple responses you have given, when probing a bit deeper you are more intriguing.
Laughs. Yeah. My mom always thought my quirk was the reason behind that. She always said that, you keep so much electricity up in that head of yours, that your mouth can't keep up.
Laughs. She sounds like a lovely woman. Ah, it appears our food is here at last. Let us eat.
Pulls out his earpiece and his notebook. Interesting, Is it possible that Deku mumbles?
Maybe we should give Kaminari a tiny bit more slack. He genuinely seemed to want us to succeed. Even if it is in the strangest way possible. I can agree to that.
I'm glad you girls are coming to understand a fellow classmate in a deeper way. I just wish we didn't have to spy on his date in order to do so.
Can't argue with the tea results. Nervous smile with sweat. Yeah. It is interesting though. Kaminari's mother's statement may be an underlying issue for him. Maybe he's thinking so fast he can't properly communicate his intent, or maybe even keep up with his own thoughts. Maybe, but I doubt we'll ever know for sure if that's the case.
True.
Let's just see where things go from here.
A few minutes later.
That was pleasant. Thank you for bringing me here.
It's no problem. What do you want to do next?
Mischievous tone. I have 2 things I would like to do. The first would be to go watch a film with you, and the second. Leans in and whispers in his ear. Dang it. Why can't we hear her? I can only make this device so powerful.
Shocked tone. Seriously?
What do you say we do next? What did she tell him? Caro.
Whatever it was had to have been surprising. Why not both?
Both? Oh. I like the sound of that. Shall we move venues then?
Nods. Let's. They are moving. Let's pack up.
You know, for someone who is against spying on their date, you sound quite eager to continue.
Frowns. I'm already spying, might as well go all the way.
Laughing. Ada.
After following them for a little while.
Realizes where they are heading. Halt.
Bumps into Momo and each other.
Ouch. What's wrong, ya Momo? We should head back to UA.
Huh? Why? Yes, I am quite confused by this sudden change.
Bites her lip. Let's just say, I don't think any of us want to see, or hear, what is going to happen next. We don't? Hey, I want to know. Starts herding them away. Trust me, if you knew where they were heading, you wouldn't want to know. Let's give them privacy. Oh, Caro, blushing Sue face that's taken the hint. Yes, let's go. Ah. Said Uraraka that wanted to continue the tea adventure.
Want to watch a movie back at the dorms until they get back? Sure.
I guess. Relieved sigh. Yes, a movie sounds great.
Some hours later, back at the dorms.
Geez, where are they?
Shrugs. I don't know. Walks into the dorms.
Oh, hello, Kaminari. How did it go?
Good. Also, why aren't you? Turns around. Oh. I guess her time ran out. Ouch. I wanted to give her a kiss goodbye before she had to go.
You were gone for hours. What the heck were you doing?
We had something to eat, talked, and watched a movie.
That's it?
Curious look. Yeah, were you expecting something more?
I mean a little.
Well, sorry to disappoint you. Oh, and Midoriya. What's up, Kaminari? Walks over and whispers in Midoriya's ear. Wah. Why did you tell me that? Might be useful information for you in the future.
Deku-kun, what did he say?
Can't look her in the eye. Nothing. Runs out of the room.
Oh dear. Kaminari, what did you tell Deku-kun?
Something that may or may not make you very happy in the future. Gives Uraraka a knowing wink. See you later, girls. I gotta get some rest.
Very confused Uraraka. I don't get it. Sighs. Just let it go, okay? Kaminari probably did you a favor. Questioning face that's wondering what Yamomo seems to know. Okay.
The end of part 2.